where the human race becomes aware that a common standard practice is causing serious amounts of emotional damage. So you are still, so you can see this.
I mean, I don't remember.
You remember. This is body emotion.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have to, by the way, we have to start treating emotion as if it's valid memory. In your body, when you feel those psychosomatic reactions, that's memory, regardless of whether or not it comes with the visual aspect of memory. Now, the interesting part about the way that your brain works is before the age of about 8, you're not really thinking about the world yet. What you're doing is you're experiencing the world through felt perception. So most of your memories prior to age 8 will come across only in feeling. It's still memory. It's embedded in your cellular DNA that you were rejected, that you lost an incredibly deep connection. I mean, can you just think about what that's like? You're utterly, I want you to put you here so you get this. Like, you were completely, utterly dependent on the connection that you felt with that woman. And at that age, even before you were fully taken off the breast, the energy you were getting was, no, 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 push you away, push you away, push you away. That's a huge trauma for a child. Regardless of whether multiple people have had that same trauma or not, it's still a trauma. So that's what you're running into.
The problem is that I don't know how to overcome the problem.
I created a process for it. You watched it twice today.
And also when it comes about, like, because I understand that from the negative emotions, but also the positive ones, to me, I cannot handle them sometimes because they are too strong.
Who told you your emotions were too strong?
Because I feel them that they are too overwhelming. I cannot function normally.
They're only overwhelming if you're expected to function. This is the same kind of parent that weans their kids because it should be a certain way. So, like, I mean, based on you, I already get your mother. You've got a mom who has an idea of how things should go.
Yeah.
And you better live up to that.
Yeah.
So basically, you got the same issue there where, like, when you were younger, you showed emotion, you felt emotion, and there was no emotional guidance. So your emotions were either rejected, meaning discouraged, dismissed, ignored, or you were shown no guidance for how to deal with them. So what that tells you as a little kid is, okay, I have this emotion, but I'm being told that there's something wrong with this emotion, so there must be something wrong with me. And I'm expected to behave in a certain way. And this emotion is making it hard for me to behave in that specific way. So I can't deal with the emotion. I can't deal with the emotion is not actually yours, it's your mom's.
Yeah, makes sense.
So what you got to do is develop a capacity for feeling. Because what it instantly kicks in when you feel any kind of emotion is the panic of, I can't control my behavior.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Why do you have to control your behavior?
I don't know, like, for example, if it's so silly, because if I'm very happy, I want to just, I don't know, dance or jump or something like that.
That would make you a freak, and we would all reject you for that.
Exactly, but I know that it's silly because who cares? But I don't know. That's another issue that I was thinking about today. Like, I was always kind of invisible to my parents until I was doing something that was not okay, and then I was foolish. So that was the only attention they got. Like, so it's like if I'm doing something that I shouldn't be doing, or if that's not following certain rules, I feel like, yeah, I'm pushing myself maybe. Like they did.
It's not your emotions that are the problem. It's not that you feel them so intensely or so much more than other people that you just can't handle it. It's that other people may have had parents that weren't as strict about how you behaved. Like all your emotions were a burden to your parents. I had a mom like that too, by the way. I can recognize it in 3 seconds. You get upset, it's a problem. You get happy, it's a problem.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So
Unless I'm not doing anything, and then it's okay because you're not bothering me.
Yeah.
I don't even see I'm not there.
So then this is what I want. This is why the two things are linked. You ready? I'm about to link the two issues you just came up here with. Because it seems right now like she has two issues, right? First we dealt with the issue of loss, and now we're dealing with the issue of emotions, right? Not two issues. Ready for how they connect? When you felt emotion when you were younger, what did you risk by acting out as a result of that emotion?
I didn't. Like when I was losing. Like, for example, what I remember was passing my mind now, like, I was always trying to get, like, for them to see me and recognize I was a person, because I wasn't getting that feeling from them at all. And I even tried to do things like they were maybe putting me in danger, see if they were going to realize I was there, like, in danger. Well, I was 3-4 years old, so, like, for example, closing, locking myself in a room without food, things like that, to see if someone was going to notice that. Where is Annie all day? Where is she? Like, you know. And I mean, I'm talking about a very small apartment, so it's not like.
It didn't work.
Like, they are going to notice that someone is not there because it's so small.
But did they notice?
No. I need to hear it multiple times. I need to know.
That's really painful. That was a little kid that was crying out desperately for intimacy. So that's a side of you that still exists, that wants to be seen and doesn't feel seen. That's why it's really critical. It's probably why you manifested being up here on stage today in front of all these people. It's because you wanted to be seen.
Probably.
We see you.
Afraid of being in front of people, actually.
Well, yeah, we're usually afraid of what we want the most, because what happens if we lose?
Yeah, right.
We see you. Your experience is a lot like our experience. Even I'm not exempt from the law of attraction, obviously. So, stick with me, because they're still confused about how this connects. Ready?
Okay.
You're young, you have an emotion.
Mm-hmm.
How does mom respond?
Depends of the emotion, but she was usually...
Pick one.
Okay, if he was feeling happy about something I was trying to tell her or something, she was just ignoring me. Like, totally ignore me and push me away.
So ignoring you is what?
Ignore me is basically saying that I'm an annoyance. It's like...
Which is a rejection.
Yeah.
Just like we experienced with the breast.
Yeah, and actually the punishment was like, sometimes she could be even get violent. And obviously she was more violent when I was doing something bad. By the way, bad is like broken something without intending to do it and happening. Then she was mad, but...
That was my house too.
Yeah, but... Yeah, even with... Yeah, actually, I was saying that, like, that's ridiculous. Shouldn't be saying that that's behaving bad.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to. Broke whatever. So, just behaving, doing things. It was wrong, like,
yeah.
I know.
So all of these children, you can feel them coming up right now. All of those children need to be helped.
Those children.
Yeah. Like that was a memory you just said that you noticed.
Yeah.
So you're already so connected to them that it's like conscious.
Yeah. I have my past very present and fresh all the time. And
consider yourself lucky. It doesn't feel lucky because you can't function as well as Some people seem to function, but that's good. It means that your subconscious is so full, it's leaking through. That actually means it'll be much easier for you to access the stuff that needs to be healed. You need to do the completion process. The process I moved somebody through. Yeah, you watched 2 people go through it today.
Yeah.
You need to do that process, but like on an ongoing basis.
I tried with when I was locking myself in the bathroom. It's still, I don't know,
Still what?
maybe there's too many of those episodes.
There's a crap ton, yeah. Your cleanup process is going to be...
Yeah, because I tried already once with that one, but that's not enough.
No.
There are so many moments that...
You're in have you ever seen a turkey pan after a turkey gets baked in the oven?
Mm-hmm.
It's like completely coated in gunk, right?
Yeah.
If you were to like take a finger and like take a bit off of it so you could see the pan underneath, but then you looked at the rest of it, you'd be like, God damn, I'm getting nowhere.
Yeah.
Your turkey pan is like that. A lot of trauma, a lot of repetitive trauma.
Yeah.
So it's going to require the willingness to go back, and go back, and go back, and go back, and have that be okay. Because like you don't need to clean the whole turkey pan. This is something like the real pain that parents like you have inflict on you is the idea that something's wrong with you and it's not okay unless the whole thing's clean today.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen that way. But this is how it works. 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers. Pretty soon the turkey pan starts getting clean. You start feeling okay with life.
That's right. I'm trying. You know, but you're like slightly better every time.
The less expectation you hold for yourself to be in a certain place, the better. That's what's killing you. You're comparing yourself to the expectation.
Mm-hmm.
You must have really related to the woman who's just on stage.
Okay. Thank you.
You want to take everyone's time?
Yeah.